Competition for Resources notes. The Earth has limited resources to support the organisms that live on it. For any population to thrive, there must be certain conditions. These can include food, water, living space, sunlight, soil composition, and temperature ranges. These factors are called limiting factors because they can limit how many organisms can live in an environment. Limiting factors can be biotic, living or made by something living, such as plants and animals, or abiotic, non-living, such as sunlight, temperature, and water. Several different species may depend on the same resources. Competition can occur between species or individuals within a species to gain access to resources. As a result, species not able to compete for the resources must adapt or they may die out. Possible outcomes of competition. Fighting. One species uses more of a resource so there's less for the other species. Have to leave an area to find new resources. Forced to find a new food source or different habitat. Death and possibly extinction. Limiting factors in an ecosystem. Food or nutrients. Only so much food is available in an ecosystem. Plants and a few other organisms make their own food. They get the nutrients they need by living in the right soil composition, which is an abiotic factor. All other organisms must obtain food from eating plants or other organisms, biotic factors. Water. The cells and tissues of animals and plants are made up mostly of water. All living things need water to move materials around in the cells and tissues of their bodies. Water is considered an abiotic factor. Light. Plants make their own food and need light to carry out photosynthesis. If light is limited, the growth of these organisms will also be limited. Light would be considered an abiotic factor. Living space. Organisms need enough room to live, obtain resources, and reproduce. The place where an organism lives and gets its needs is called its habitat. The living space or its habitat would be considered an abiotic factor. Range of temperatures. Many organisms are able to tolerate a wide range of temperatures. However, some animals cannot live in cold regions and other animals cannot live in warm regions. If an organism cannot handle the changing temperatures, then the organism has to move, hibernate, or burrow below ground. The tolerance of different temperatures would be considered an abiotic factor.